Hey everyone, this amazing ESO Network show is brought to you by our fine sponsor, Amazon.com. Please remember to shop Amazon for all your geeky needs, no matter what time of the year it is. All you need to do is go to esopodcast.com/ESO Amazon, or click on the Amazon banner on the ESO Network webpage to go to our e-store. It's the best way to shop and the best way to support this program, and it doesn't cost you anything extra. Okay, that's enough of me babbling for now. Now on with your regular scheduled show.
Exploring the multiverse of pop culture.
This is Podcasserole.
An Adam and JP show.
Okay, well, welcome to And You Thought It Was Hot in Here last week.
I think it's better this week.
I don't think so. I'm taking my shirt off.
Real? Oh, wow, don't do that. My chiggers are cleared up, by the way, so that's good.
Well, that's good.
So I could take it off.
Yeah.
I won't, but I could.
Shake it off.
Yeah.
Shake it off.
I went, for the first time, back to that disc golf course today, so we'll see. I think as of right now, I have no itches.
Did you use some deep woods off?
I did, yeah, but I did last time, too.
Oh, okay.
But
not on your chest.
Right. I guess this time I did my chest.
Okay, there you go.
But
There's the difference.
who puts bug spray under their clothes, or the shirt especially?
Well, I mean, you know.
Have you? I've never done that. I felt like I was using that nasty Axe body spray. Yeah, just like deep woods. Yeah, I did the X.
Like day 4 of a convention.
Yeah.
It just smells like sweat. Axe body spray.
Yeah, the deep woods.
Hey, there's a lot of conventions going on right now.
Quite a bit. Maybe the biggest of all time.
That's true. San Diego Comic-Con.
Do you think, whenever we first started the show, my dream was to go there?
Yeah.
But I honestly think I wouldn't want to go there now.
Really?
Is that bad?
I would still go.
I don't know. From even like press people, I hear stories, and this does not seem enjoyable.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I mean, waiting in hours in line to see from far away something you could see at the drop of a hat for free on YouTube the moment it happens. You know what I mean? Well,
I've heard some conversation about that this
year. I feel like the allure is almost gone.
And here's 2 things that you may start seeing happen with Comic-Con.
Mm-hmm.
You may see less film studios and become like a Netflix, Hulu, like a HBO, like a TV convention more than anything. Because there's a lot of TV.
Yeah,
as a matter of fact, I think this wasn't the Stranger Things panel today.
Yeah.
On the first day.
They need to split it up. I mean, I like what's happening, but the word comic in there.
Right. They still do the Eisner Awards.
Right. Yeah.
Which is comic centric.
Yeah.
And the other thing that you could see happening is the film studios not release that stuff online.
Oh, really?
Because when you think about it, it's not really fair to the people that do wait hours and sleep outside to get into Hall H to see exclusive Marvel footage.
Right.
And like you said, an hour later, it's released on YouTube. I mean, why put yourself through that?
Right.
Well, it probably is still a pretty fun experience to be there.
I'm sure about
to be there and watch the footage with Iron Man on stage flexing with Thanos.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. As far as time and money and heat and I don't know. I think I would pass it up.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be a lot of money, even if we have free passes.
Yeah. It's still expensive.
It's thousands just to go out there. So I don't know. I think I would take my talents elsewhere, like South Beach.
Like LeBron?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, San Diego's beautiful.
Yeah.
I can tell you it is a fantastic city to visit. Yeah. So if you ever want to go, it's a good city.
It's lost. It should almost lose the Comic-Con, the wording.
Name.
Yeah, because we have that around here, actual Comic-Cons, and they fit inside of someone's garage or a flea market.
Yeah.
Which, of course, it's a bigger deal to have San Diego Comic-Con, but the term Mile High Comics, after 44 years, leaves.
Or
the vendor floor.
Wizard World, Nashville Comic-Con.
Yeah, is that what it's being built as?
I think so.
We used to be in big with them, right?
Yeah, I still get emails. Emails from Wizard World.
Yeah.
Hey, look who's coming. You love Lou Ferrigno. He's coming back.
I didn't even go the second year. Can I say that on the show?
Yeah. Did I go to the second year?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because we had passes. I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
I'm just going to hang on.
Third year I didn't go.
Yeah. No, there was no third year. Wasn't that the...
Would it last year have been the third year?
I could be wrong, but I believe so.
I don't remember.
I think last year was third year.
And they're bringing it back this year.
Yeah.
Wizard World's coming back to gouge your purse strings with photos of Lou Ferrigno.
Yeah, and I mean, I won't say bash is the word. Maybe we do bash those big, those corporate traveling shows, but that's what's a thing now.
I know.
mean, 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago when we started this, the local awesome shows were the way to go, and sadly those have taken a slump. I don't know why it's happened, but you can't deny the inevitable. And I feel like that kind of corporate, and it's drawing in different crowds. Like the crowd you would see in line at a local show of ours compared to the line you see at a Wizard World is a totally different crowd. They're not as hardcore of a fan, but yet they're willing to spend more money for that material. It's so odd to me. It's so weird.
I guess in all fairness, Star Trek were the first to go that route. Because those huge traveling Star Trek conventions, they've been doing that for years.
Right, yeah.
And now you're right. It's like everything. Like Supernatural Con. Or wasn't there a Game of Thrones?
Right, yeah, just a few weeks ago.
Yeah, and then the Heroes and Villains.
Con of Thrones, I think it was called.
Yeah.
Heroes and, all these things.
All these super expensive.
And the Walking Dead things, and yeah. But that's what's in. That's the big deal.
I just want to walk in the room and see them. Well, that's going to be $50.
Yeah.
But I paid for my ticket. Not so fast. And put those cell phones away.
And I think it's almost like, it's because of social media we have to blame for this whole thing here. Because a local anime show we go to, now we've professed many times you and I aren't the world's biggest anime fans, but people get really attached to animes. They have like an actual sentimental attachment to it. And so people go to these anime shows and meet a voice actor. And I've heard stories of them changing lives and honestly saving lives, these voice actors. That's a big deal. But you go to like a Wizard World and, people spend $100 to meet, with some air quotes, Daryl Dixon for a 10-second photo op. And that makes their day because it's on Facebook and they get 20,000 likes. You see what I'm saying? I think that's kind of hurting the presence of it.
So people want to up their social status, and they're willing to pay $200.
I'm saying.
So you're saying the motive is not they're a huge fan, but they know that if they take a photograph with Daryl Dixon and post it on Twitter, they're going to get more likes.
I'm just saying personally, people I know that don't like the things we like, they would never go to I'll get local here. They would never go to an MTAC, never go to a GMX, never go to an Akai Con if you're in the Middle Tennessee area. Those people just bombarded my Facebook news feed with pictures of them and Daryl Dixon, of them and Andrew Lincoln, stuff they wouldn't really care about if it wasn't as, I don't want to sound like a zombie hipster, but wasn't as cool as accepted.
Right.
Because they'd take that and rush back and throw it on social media, and they're cool all of a sudden.
So did these same people put anything on social media when George Romero died?
Exactly. They did not.
Interesting.
Yeah, weird, huh? That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I could tell when that was in town, even if I don't know, my Facebook and social media, Twitter, Instagram are flooded with pictures. Blank blank was so sweet. He doesn't care about you. You got 15 seconds. You get your $50 for 15 seconds.
Because when the first year of Wizard World, we did the autograph line for Bruce Campbell because my wife is a huge Bruce Campbell fan. So I walked with her through the line, and it's really fast.
Yeah.
Like super fast. I mean, I don't even think it's 15 seconds.
Oh yeah, just watching from afar, it was super fast.
I mean, it's long enough to say, hey, how are you? Good. Hey, thanks for coming by.
Yeah.
Here you go. Is that 15 seconds? That's not 15 seconds.
No, that's a good 5.
And that, that was, for just the autograph,
it
was probably $50 or $60.
And I don't know where that, we're going way back here. Where did that obsession, and I'm not bashing that because I'm in love with things that most people wouldn't like. I understand having weird things, but the origin of the autograph being a thing, a collectible. Because there are people I really admire, and I wouldn't even pay a few bucks for an autograph. So I'm really confused why people pay $50, $60, $70, $200 for someone they like a lot's autograph. Once again, I'm not bashing. I would like someone to let us know.
Is there anyone you would pay? We've had this conversation before. Is there anyone you would pay for their autograph?
I mean, we've had even as immortal as Stan Lee is, and as important as he is to everything we do and talk about on the show especially, I don't know if I would. I mean, he's great. What would I do with an autograph? Just look at it.
Yeah.
I could seriously find his autograph online, print that out, and look at it. Is there any difference whatsoever?
Because it's not going to say, "Dear Adam, thanks for being a super fan."
It won't smell like his hands, like some nice lotion and some Bengay. They wouldn't.
Love Stan.
Half Lubriderm, half Bengay.
True believer.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not bashing it. I would like someone.
It smell like Gold Bond?
I would like someone to let me know. On Twitter, anything, email. Just let us know what makes autographs so special. I'm not bashing it.
Right.
I just actually want to be informed.
Now, we have a mutual friend. His name's Mike.
Yeah.
You may hear him on a podcast called Collection Connection.
Right. I believe he's an autograph guy, right?
But
is he more of a photo guy?
He came from a time where it wasn't going to meet them. He would actually take the time to find the address that you would send, like a self-address stamped envelope to, and then you would, in return, receive an autograph photo.
Yeah.
Like he was doing this like in the 80s.
Right.
In 90s, early 90s. And he does have a book of autographs.
Yeah.
Like
a form of collectible, I guess.
I hope he doesn't mind me saying that. Oops.
Sorry.
Sorry, Mike.
He's on a show called Collection Connection. It's all good.
Yeah. But I wouldn't say he's an autograph hound.
Right.
But I do know, like he does do the Stan Lee thing, I think. He's met Stan Lee on several occasions.
Yeah.
But it's kind of cool because he takes his kids with him, so you can kind of watch his kids grow up with Stan Lee.
Right. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So that is cool.
Yeah. I just want the autograph hounds to let me know.
Is there one person, though, you would pay more than $50 to meet and get an autograph from? Because it's going to cost you more than $50 for a picture.
It's tough. Like I think I'm too much of a realist in that regard because I know for a fact it could be a memory I would never forget, but I know that's totally one-sided. Mm-hmm. I know if I met Stan Lee and paid him a lot of money, it would be very special to me, but in literally 45 seconds, he would forget who I was. And I think that would bother me to have.
Excelsior!
to hold on. Even it's really anyone else, like any person you talk about.
Jim Carrey.
Exactly. Like I've liked him since I was 10 years old.
Brendan Fraser.
Same. But I think I would take that into a high regard and have fond memories, but they would have no clue. And what if I saw them again on the streets and I'm like, hey, Mr. Fraser.
Sylvester Stallone.
See, I would love to do that, but I don't think my psyche could handle it.
See, I would rather have a conversation.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like if you can say, hey, if you pay me $50, you can sit down and have a 15-minute conversation.
I'd love to pick their brain,
with David Letterman.
That's a different thing.
Okay, yeah, I would do that.
Yeah.
But
do you think that paying for an autograph / meet and greet is just a snippet of a picking the brain? Because I think at that small amount of time, you don't have enough time to get comfortable with them and actually. Because I would love to, like you and I are right now, talk to Sylvester Stallone. Yeah. If I could do that, I would pay good money.
Yeah.
But that's impossible.
Yeah. Probably not impossible.
Unless I have a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure everybody has a price.
Yeah.
You want me to $2,000 to hang out with this guy? Okay.
Because
that was not even close to Sylvester Stallone.
That was pretty rough.
Yeah.
I think I get too into the characters, into what they do, so I would want more than just like a hello, I respect your work, see ya.
Yeah.
You've already forgotten me, goodbye.
Get out of here, kid.
That's just me, though. I would like to know what like I said, I have weird collectibles, weird things I'm into, but I want someone to explain to me what the deal with autographs is.
What's their obsession?
I've never understood it. I'm not bashing. I just I don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
I'm totally with you.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Okay, it's good.
Speaking of Rocky.
Yeah. The garage door is open, by the way, right now.
Yeah. We did have to leave the door open.
The studio door is open.
So watch your mouth.
Hear Jiminy Cricket? Yeah, I can hear that.
Okay.
It's like my sleep sounds while I'm sleeping.
It was announced this week. And I guess we are going to do some news because we're going to talk about.
Yeah, it's Comic-Con.
I don't think there's any Comic-Con stuff to talk about yet, right? That'll be next week.
Yeah, not yet.
We'll talk about some D23 stuff.
We're in the first few hours of recording this is Comic-Con, so.
But it did come out this week that Sylvester Stallone is in fact writing the sequel to Creed. As we speak, right now, he's behind his typewriter. It's
pretty amazing.
Because he still uses a typewriter. Ding.
Ding. Ding, ding.
Him writing it, and he teased, his tease was he put up a Photoshop picture of the actor that plays Creed.
Michael B.
Jordan. His face was on the Rocky body battling Ivan Drago.
Mm-hmm.
So this has led everyone down a path that the next Creed movie could in fact be Creed's son fighting Ivan Drago's son.
That would be awesome.
I don't think that would be awesome.
Why? Because that's the actual man who killed his father.
I know.
That's some Star Wars crap right there. That's good.
But
that's some Inigo Montoya.
I thought Creed was so good and organic and just good. Did I say that it was good?
You think Creed 2 could be like a Rocky 4 to the actual Rocky?
I think it would be more along the lines of Rocky 5.
Where Rocky 1 had good heart.
Yeah.
And 4 just kind of became an MTV afternoon.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Huh.
That's what I'm afraid of. Especially if Stallone writes it.
But people are fans of Rocky 4. It has a fan base.
Because Ryan Coogler wrote
Creed
and directed Creed.
Yeah, I doubt with the Black Panther thing going, which he'll be done filming, of course, by then. And I think all the promotional stuff will be done. Maybe he'll return. Have they talked about who's directing?
See, that's what I was about to say. Yeah. I would feel better about it if he gets involved with it.
Right.
If he's not involved with it, and then Stallone ends up directing and writing this movie, it's going to be terrible.
I honestly believe, seriously, he won't end this series until he's dead.
No, he
won't.
Yeah.
He said, of course, Rocky 4 was it, Rocky 5 is it, Balboa was it. He said for sure, Creed was his last Rocky movie, and here we are with Creed 2.
Yeah.
Thankfully, he can't escape it.
Yeah.
I just hope he ends it, on a good note.
And what was it he said he's not involved with? I guess they're going to reboot Rambo, maybe? Is it Rambo?
Again?
Yeah, I think so.
A reboot or a sequel?
A reboot.
Wow.
And he's not going to be involved with that. Maybe it's not Rambo.
I see it, yeah. Stallone says he's not involved in First Blood remake, though. But yeah, it's going to happen. Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
So, there you go.
Wow. He says, I wish them well on their own. That's his thing. Rambo's his thing.
John Rambo.
You can't do that.
How do we live, John?
Day by day.
A few weeks ago, I was in Anaheim, California.
Creed was 2015. That was 2 years ago already.
I know. It's great.
Doesn't that feel like
My wife still hasn't watched it.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think she would like it? Is she a big Rocky fan?
I think she would love that, though.
I wonder if...
I made her watch like 2 or 3 Rocky movies all in one day.
Nice.
I was like, but this is the part where he's about to throw the thing to the pinball machine.
Quick question. Can Creed be a standalone movie if someone never seen Rocky 1 through 6? Of course, you won't have the heart feels and the tugs and the pulls and the backstory, but could you watch that by itself and it makes sense?
Yes.
Think so?
I think there's enough backstory in that you could.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
think
biased.
so.
Anyway, you went to California.
Yeah, so I'm in Anaheim a couple of weeks ago.
Right, yeah.
And then I saw, when I went to the airport to fly home, they already had the banners hung around the airport for D23, which is the Disney convention.
Right.
That is once every 2 years.
Everything has a convention now. Everything does.
Yeah, but...
And where does the 23 come from? I've never understood what that means.
That's a good question.
Hey, keep talking. I'll figure it out.
I used to know why it was called D23. I don't know. I forgot. But they announced like this whole slate of Disney / Marvel / Star Wars stuff. What is the 23?
It's the official Disney fan club. D23 is named in honor. This is kind of random, if you ask me. Named in honor of the year 1923, when Walt left Kansas City, headed for Hollywood, and founded what would become the Walt Disney Company. So it's the year he left his hometown. That's kind of random. It's the year that Walt Disney had his first popsicle. D27. I think it just kind of sounded cool.
D23 does sound cool. It rhymes.
Yeah, I guess.
So I won't go through all the stuff like the Nutcracker they announced.
Oh, yeah.
The A Wrinkle in Time they announced. The Mary Poppins Returns.
Right, yeah.
I'm only going to mention this because Dick Van Dyke's in it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You think he's going to make that filming?
It's already filmed.
Oh, it's already
done.
done?
It's coming out this
He's going to make it.
He's going to make it. He's in it. Does he make it to go see it? I don't know.
Yeah, is he there for
You'll
premiere?
have to tune into Dead or Alive on Tuesdays to find out.
Hey, quick question. Yes or no question here. In 200 years, is Disney as big as it is now?
I think in 200 years we will all work for Disney.
That's a good answer. Okay.
As one future Disney employee to another.
Yeah. Because I don't know. You think of big companies or corporations even 100 years ago, and nowadays odds are they don't even exist. So I wonder if things like Disney 100 years from now, 200 will exist and be as big as it is.
But here's what Disney's really good at.
There's always a bigger fish, though, right? Always. Yeah.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
But here's what they're good at is acquiring these things and building up these things, and this is what you love. And then just as soon as that thing starts to slump a little bit, it goes off. And like say the Marvel Studios. In 10 years when they're not what they are today, yeah, they may sell Marvel Studios.
Yeah.
But then they have so much invested in their theme parks.
Right, yeah.
So I don't know. When it comes to properties like that, they really haven't sold off a lot.
That's true, yeah.
Even the Muppets, they still own.
Yeah. Power Rangers, but that's about it, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
When they had them, they didn't really do so well with them.
Right.
Didn't know what to do with the old stuff.
But yeah, Lin-Manuel Miranda is they
love him now.
Dick Van Dyke character from the original Mary Poppins.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So, and Emily Blunt is Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. How about Tim Burton's Dumbo?
That will be interesting.
Yeah?
That's one movie never saw, don't care to see, and I may check out the live action. Mm-hmm. We know the story. What happens to the original Dumbo?
That's true.
They're so sad back then.
Yeah.
So sad.
But that seems right up Tim Burton's alley.
It's always sadness and small children getting drunk.
Except in this Dumbo, when Dumbo flies, it gets all dark, and his
like
ears
black
look
smoke
like
out of his ass.
It looks like bat wings when he takes off.
Yeah. And the black smoke ass. Don't forget
that. Is it just me, or does Jon Favreau look like he's been bee stung a couple of times?
Yeah, he's got the old. He's looking a little rough there.
Well, he's directing the live action version of The Lion King.
That's good.
Yeah. So they had more information about that. They talked about Star Wars: The Last Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
Mark Hamill was named a Disney legend. They gave him an award and called him a Disney legend.
It's weird because under actual Disney contract, he's had 14 seconds of screen time.
Yeah, pretty much. But they also did the same thing for Princess Leia.
Oh yeah, Carrie Fisher. Okay.
Carrie Fisher, thank you.
That's like the Celebrity WWE Hall of Fame. I mean, you're in there for like half of a Rumble entrance, and you're in the Hall of Fame all of a sudden. Drew Carey. That's crazy.
Donald Trump.
Yeah, Donald Trump. Yeah, people forget that. They really do.
Make one appearance at a WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Man, I can't believe the reality that we live in.
Yeah.
But the big news was they actually showed footage from Avengers Infinity War.
And I'm so mad this hasn't leaked yet. I'm salivating.
The rumor is,
I know.
after they showed at Comic-Con,
I'm gonna remind you a little bit, but keep going.
it's going to be released online.
Okay. Oh, I thought you the other rumor. Okay.
Oh, what was
I thought
the
it was
other
the
rumor?
classic standing ovation. People were vomiting and fainting. It was so
Oh,
awesome.
no,
But yeah,
no.
because that did happen as well.
Oh, did it?
But I'm like, remember Batman v Superman?
No, that's
I'll
true.
Never forget.
Never forget Batman v Superman. Do you realize there's like a movement online, like a Batman v Superman reconsidered, that it's not really as bad as you think
What,
it is?
really?
Yeah.
Really?
There's like a pro Batman v Superman
Wow.
movement going on right now.
I can't take part in that.
No, I can't either. At least not now.
It's too soon. I'm not ready yet.
So I'm sure you've read what this Infinity War footage looked like.
No, I haven't. So I've kind of tried to stay away from that.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Can I tell you a little bit?
Give me a little. Wait, I read one, but it seemed absurd. But give me some.
Was it Thanos throwing a moon?
No.
Oh, sorry.
Through a moon?
Yeah. Like at one point, he throws a moon at another planet.
Huh.
Thanos
That could be a problem.
throws a moon.
So as much as I'm involved in this stuff here, enlighten me. He doesn't have all 5 stones yet, does he?
No.
So when is this going to happen?
I think in this movie, he acquires.
You think? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I thought it happened like the end of something, and then therefore at the beginning of that movie, he already has them.
So let's play something that we haven't played in a long, long time.
Uh-huh.
That some say we play too often, even though we haven't done it in a long time.
Okay.
So what's going to happen with the Avengers?
People say we play it too often.
Like, if they have to get that stone out of Vision's head, does that mean they have to kill Vision off?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Of course they can't have all 5. He's still there.
Yeah.
I think so. Well, they'll do an arc reactor workaround with his brain, chest, shrapnel, heart, Tony Stark. That's going to happen.
So you don't think anybody dies in this movie?
In Infinity
Mark
War-
my word,
in-
somebody dies
in Infinity War. Yeah.
Captain America?
No, it'll be someone worthless.
Iron Man? No, Iron Man's not worthless.
It'll be a walkie.
No.
A walkie should die.
Like Hawkeye?
Yeah,
But they already teased the Hawkeye thing.
I guess let's do it for real.
I don't think so.
Let's do it for real this time. Come on, fellas. How about some Black Widow?
I think Cap, Iron Man, and maybe even the Hulk. No, the Hulk will make it. Captain
You think
America.
the 2 mains will die?
Captain America, Iron Man.
Die?
Die.
What?
Captain America for sure.
Wow.
I think Captain America for sure.
Wow.
Did you see the picture I tweeted out?
What's that?
It was like the actor that plays the Black Panther, the actor that plays Falcon, the actor that plays Spider-Man, the actor that plays Doctor Strange, all these, these new Marvel characters posed for a group photo. And when I saw that, I was like, oh, well, look, it's the new Avengers.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Don Cheadle was in there too.
Ugh.
Yeah, I think Captain America, possibly Iron Man.
Wow. Really? The big 2, eh?
Don't make it.
Is that the thing you read? Well, they wouldn't show it in the trailer. What else
No,
did the
no.
trailer show?
The thing that I read was that it opens. Mm-hmm. Are you sitting down?
I am. Always.
Always.
Except for like 1 month we did the show. We're
I have the worst deep vein thrombosis. I'm always sitting down.
Can I tell you a story about that? Remember what you're going to say because it's important.
Okay.
But I think this time last year we had our Australian friend on Gareth on the show. Remember that? Mm-hmm. And he's talking about I was worried about my big flight to Hawaii at the time.
Right.
And he was warning me about getting DVT.
Right.
Like the deep vein thrombosis. I didn't know until later. I thought during the whole recording he was saying DVDs, like saying they would show these DVDs on the airplane. Like, watch out for the DVDs. I'm like, what's wrong with them? Are they bad?
They're terrible.
It's not until later that I understand DVT.
It's all copies of Ghoulies 3.
But go on with your story. I'm sorry.
So apparently this footage opens up.
Yeah.
Are you ready? As I'm spitting all over the
I'm
place.
sitting down.
Guardians of the Galaxy flying along.
Uh-huh.
They're flying around. Brandy, you're a fine girl. What a good wife you would be. Bam! Something hits their ship.
Uh-huh.
It's Thor.
Uh-huh.
And they pull him into the ship, and they don't know what or who he is. That's how it begins. Then you see Thanos punch Iron Man.
So he's just free floating in space. Thor is,
which I think may spoil what happens in Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
If they show this footage and we know that it, at least in this footage, you see Thor actually collide with the Guardian ship, then maybe things don't end so well with him.
Wow.
Then you see Loki kneeling and handing the Tesseract to someone or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
They should kill him off too. Loki? Should go. Yeah, it's time for him.
Oh, wow.
Well, I'm just saying, I mean, you just said Iron Man and Captain America can go. Why not Loki?
Well, Loki's beloved.
I mean, I have a new villain now, so it's fine by me. Keep Keaton around. Get rid of Loki.
Wow.
I'm pro Keaton, anti Loki.
What's the next Spider-Man villain you want to see?
Doc Ock's been already done. The Goblins. I would like a Hobgoblin, honestly. I was always more of a Hob over Green Goblin fan.
No, the correct answer was Kraven the Hunter.
No, that's not even an answer.
What about Kingpin? Vincent D'Onofrio Kingpin?
They'll never, ever mix TV
Come
and cinema.
on.
I would lie, it's not going to happen.
They're already mixed up. It's all in the same universe.
But like
Daredevil exists in that Spider-Man universe.
Yeah,
Kingpin. All he's got to do is he's just got to hop over 2 boroughs and he can visit Kingpin.
Kind of like Joey from Friends is in the same universe as the St. Elsewhere kid, Snow Globe. It's kind of like that, but not you never
really.
see Joey on St. Elsewhere. It's like that. They'll never. I would love it to, but I would never believe they'll mix those up.
Really?
I mean, I thought at first they would, but then when they had the Infinity War split, no, the TV people will not be here. I think if it were
Have
to
they
happen,
said that?
Yeah, they said, yeah. They said
none of the Netflix?
No, none at all.
Oh, come on. Because you're going to have multiple battles going on.
What the hell is Daredevil going to do against Thanos and the moon?
That's a valid point.
Even Jessica Jones, I get 2x4, puts her down for a day.
That's okay. These are all valid points. My point is, you're going to have when he releases hell on the universe, stuff's going to be happening in Earth
I'm
that
sure
they can help
on
with.
their show that will happen. Yeah, they'll, this guy is stealing some donuts and he has really red eyes. Must be a Thanos thing.
He must be part of the family.
Yeah. I
The
think that will
Dark
happen.
family.
And even on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but I mean, they said for sure, unless it's some big surprise, they won't even reveal to anyone, which I don't think that would happen. They said they won't be in there.
Okay, maybe not Infinity War, but you could have Vincent D'Onofrio as Kingpin in a Spider-Man movie.
I mean, you're mixing Netflix with Marvel, with Sony at that point. That's like mixing peanut butter and chocolate and jelly right there.
And you know how good that is? That all is together.
I've never had peanut butter and chocolate and jelly.
We should try it now.
2 of those work together, but never the 3 of those,
Do you remember the night you came over to my house and I actually made you eat a cookie on a pizza?
Yeah, that was fantastic. I have no regrets. That was delicious.
Don't believe me? Ask the dishes.
Was there a fly in front of you, or did you just have like a Rip Torn moment?
No, there was a fly.
Okay.
Go on.
Not Rip Torn, Rip. Who's the other Rip?
Rip Taylor?
Rip Taylor. There we go.
Rip Torn's the tough guy.
Yeah, he hosts
Rip Taylor throws the confetti.
Rip Torn hosts the Intergalactic Keggers.
Well, there's some news that we don't
Avengers
normally
talk.
do.
Yeah. I would love for them to mix it all, but PB chocolate and jelly, man, it's not gonna happen.
You tell me there's an interesting story that Marvel hasn't made an announcement in regards to their comic books.
Right. Yeah. So there's a new Iron Fist, a digital exclusive Iron Fist series coming to Comixology. So I think, I could be wrong here, but the way this article makes it sound, for the first time ever, Marvel Comics is making a digital-only series on Comixology. How crazy is that?
Wow. Digital's the way of the future, man.
I mean, digital only. That's crazy to me.
Some people know digital is the way of the future.
Yeah.
And that's how some of your friends get jobs.
Right. It's crazy to me. I don't know.
Which, how much time we got? Because we're going to do the...
There's your Rip Taylor again.
Rip Taylor again. Because we're going to talk about the complete works of Christopher Nolan coming up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll briefly tell you about my week.
Yeah, please do.
I started a new job.
Right.
I went from working at home for the past 7 years, not really setting my own hours, but being at home.
Yeah.
To getting up and actually driving to work.
Yeah.
Every day this last week.
And having 3-day weekends, right? For the most part.
For the most part on Friday.
Yeah.
Friday was kind of like a half day. But if I doubled up, if I worked really hard on Thursday, I could have Fridays free.
Right, yeah.
Totally free.
Yeah.
Most Fridays. Mm-hmm. That's why we would record on Fridays.
Yeah.
And that's why we're recording at 8 o'clock on Thursday night.
Yeah, that's very strange. Very different. When's the last time we recorded this time of day? It's either noonish or midnight. It's hardly ever.
Yeah.
And
this isn't bad.
No, it's good. I feel more alive and awake right now.
Unless we get real chatty, we'll be done in a couple hours.
That's true, yeah. But it's good, though?
Yeah. This is how the normal people do it, huh?
Weird, yeah.
They set an alarm, they get up.
Actually drive
They
places.
take a shower.
You talk to people.
They put on clothes.
Yeah, deodorant.
Yeah, because I wore a tie to work every day this week.
Wow.
Which I think I can. It's on the website, so I guess I can say, right?
Yeah.
Like it's on the website.
What's on the website?
Like my job and all that.
Oh, it's on the website, like your website or their website?
No, it's on their website.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, if you go to WSMonline.com, you can see me as listed as an employee now.
Right. Yeah.
So I guess that's okay.
Yeah, that's public knowledge.
I got hired to be the digital program director for WSM.
It's pretty awesome.
And that involves like the podcast and other online content.
What is your, in a nutshell, what does your week consisted of work-wise this week?
Well, this week was crazy because I had to go and fill out the paperwork on Monday because this is a real job
Right.
with like benefits,
Yeah.
and 401ks,
Tax and paychecks.
Yeah, they withhold tax,
Right, yeah.
So I had to go and do all that. You had to have all your ID and your citizenship information and all that. I went and did all that Monday, and then went over and met everybody that I'd be working with in the office.
Right.
And so Monday was kind of the get to know you day, and I came home pretty fast. I got to come home pretty early on Monday. Tuesday was like the first real work day. And then even that day was kind of like getting my computer set up in my office, and I'm going this weekend to like decorate the office.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
My wife is going to help me. My niece is going to help me.
Nice.
We're going to go over and make it look like a real. And to be honest with you, like offices that I've had in the past were like decorated with like a cork board with a photograph.
Cheryl Teague's poster.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I'm really excited.
Yeah.
And the people are great. Like, and I'm only a week into it, but I think I can safely say this has been the best first week in a radio job I've ever had.
Nice.
Like everybody really cares about what's going on. Everybody really seems to be into it. And if you've ever known many radio people, they seem very jaded and a bit on the lazy side. And these people aren't like that at all.
Nice.
So, WSM is a different kind of radio station because it's the only station that Ryman owns. And so it's just a different world. It's not like a corporate radio station. So
Someone say a whole new world, huh?
a whole new world.
Are you going to talk soon about your past endeavors, the past 7 or 8 years?
Oh, yeah, very soon.
You think so? Okay. Whenever you're ready. It's like therapy. Whenever you're ready, let me know.
Once all ties are cut,
Yeah.
I can share some stories.
You still have some ties to
we
it?
still have some ties.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited about that.
That's where we'll be. There's some good stuff.
It's exciting.
You've heard some good stories over the years.
Oh, yeah. Literally. Yeah.
Wow. I just remembered something.
What's that?
I'll tell you during the break.
Okay.
We're going to come back, and we're going to talk about Dunkirk.
Yeah.
And then we're going to talk about the complete works of Christopher Nolan and lists that Christopher Nolan has made from other people.
Yeah.
Or other people's list about Christopher Nolan.
Other people's favorite lists about Christopher Nolan movies. We'll talk about it.
We'll do it.
Next.
In the mood to listen to some geeky conversations? Feel like the internet isn't the best place for an in-depth, respectful exchange of ideas? Then head on down to the 42 Cast. It's a weekly show that covers a new geeky topic in comics, TV, movies, literature, or video games every week. We can be informative.
Back in my day, kids, Pluto was a planet, so it's gonna stay a planet.
Irreverent.
You learn so much from the X-Men. I mean, really. That Wolverine is the most important character no matter what.
Strange.
It's like, Grodd if he went into theology or something.
Right?
Or controversial.
I believe, and I will swear to my dying day, that the Marvel Cinematic Universe began with Howard the Duck.
Find us on Stitcher Radio, iTunes, 42cast.com, or esopodcast.com. It's the 42 Cast, your ultimate answer to fandom, geekiness, and everything.
What has happened is a colossal military disaster.
The call went out. We have to go to Dunkirk. Ready on the stern line.
What are you doing? You know where we're going.
Into war, George.
I'll be useful, sir.
One of ours.
So when was the last time you saw a World War II movie that focused on British troops?
Not in a long time, maybe ever.
And that's what Dunkirk is.
Yeah.
Talks about the Battle of Dunkirk. This was done by Christopher Nolan. It's his latest film.
I'm curious. I mean, as the things we'll talk about very soon here, a lot of his movies aren't what they appear to be on the cover. So I don't know I'm not saying they're M. Night Shyamalan twist-worthy, but they have a little more depth than you'll believe. Because I hear, to this day, be it a video game or a film about World War II, I understand the importance, but I kind of do an internal eye roll because it's been overdone so much in pop culture.
Right.
And I think this may be different. I'm still kind of rolling, but I'll red box this one.
Yeah, I would like to go see it. I don't know if I'll make it to see it in the theaters,
Right,
but yeah, I mean, it's always Chris Nolan just has that way of filmmaking,
Right, yeah.
that gives you, like, exactly what you said, something that you didn't expect to get when you went in.
Yeah.
And from all indications, I don't know if there's a crazy twist in this movie or not, but it seems to be getting pretty rave reviews.
Yeah.
I was really pulling for Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets this weekend.
You were.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Did you not like The Fifth Element?
Funny story about that.
You've never seen it?
Never saw it.
What?
I've never. I don't know. I still don't want to. Is that weird?
Yeah.
It's
worth it just for Gary Oldman's performance.
Right. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I've seen bits and pieces like that, but
bits and pieces.
Have you seen his new thing with Churchill? By the way.
Uh-huh.
Holy cow!
I know.
It's crazy.
I haven't seen something that crazy from him since he was Lee Harvey Oswald.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
Yeah. So do you want to go through the actual IMDb list of
Let's do that.
Christopher Nolan?
And let's not miss one like we missed with what was the one we missed last time?
I don't know.
Oh, The Outsiders. We didn't. It was Tom Cruise. Didn't say The Outsiders.
As long as we mentioned Days of Thunder. So this is from Internet Movie Database. This is the official list from this website, the complete works of Christopher Nolan. And don't worry, true believers.
Yeah.
When we get to the Batman stuff, we won't get stuck.
Yeah, because we've spent hours,
spent a lot,
many hours and episodes breaking each one of those down, almost scene for scene.
If you're a Batman fan, don't be mad when we just kind of gloss over it.
Just pay money on Patreon, and oddly enough, it'll pop up eventually.
That's true. You will hear us talk about a Batman movie.
Yeah.
So we start with like three shorts: Tarantula from 1989, and then in 1996, Larceny, and then a short where he directed as Chris Nolan. Called Doodlebug in 1997. Then the following in 1998. Have you seen that movie?
I have not, but I've seen many clips and previews from it. It seems pretty interesting.
Yeah, the following is actually kind of a... It's interesting.
Yeah, I need to watch that one.
Yeah.
I get that mixed up with some other movies.
Such as?
What is that movie I always confuse it with? Give me a few seconds, I'll think of it.
Clerks.
No, not not Clerks. But I get them mixed up because I think
Schindler's List.
That year, that genre, that late 90s, there was a lot of stuff. I'll think about it a bit.
The Maltese
I'm having
Falcon.
a brain block right now. Not that one.
African Queen.
I'm good.
From Here to Eternity.
Nope, not the one.
All right. The original King Kong.
Ooh. RKO.
And then in 2000, I think we get, to me, was my first introduction.
Same here.
To the works of Christopher Nolan, and that is the this incredible film called Memento.
It's my memory.
Amnesia.
No. It's different from that. I have no short-term memory. I know who I am. I know all about myself. Since my injury, I can't make new memories. Everything fades. I've told you this before, haven't I?
What's the last thing that you do remember?
My wife. Dying. I think someone's fucking with me, trying to get me to kill the wrong guy. What have I done?
Come on, Leonard. How many times I gotta tell you? It's not safe for you to hang around here anymore.
Why not?
Because the cop's looking for you.
You're gonna pay for what you did.
So, Memento. Do you remember the first time you saw that?
Oh, yeah. I was dating a girl in high school. I had this in my room. We're watching it in my room. She seriously falls asleep, and I was just enamored, like head in palms, just watching it. I turn around, she's asleep. I'm like, wow.
And you took out a Polaroid camera so you could remember that she was in your bed sleeping.
Didn't break up with her. She forgot you.
I think, to me, that's the lasting memory of Memento. It's just the sound of the Polaroid camera all through it.
Brilliant story. I mean, that's what we'll talk about mostly here. I mean, sometimes Christopher Nolan does write and or help write his own movies, but he's mostly directing these, and even if he does write the screenplay, they're usually based off of something else, of some sort of source content. This one was based off of an actual short story that his brother Jonathan wrote, and it was an article in an Esquire magazine.
Yeah.
And he gets this short story idea from his brother, builds an actual screenplay from that, and makes it its own movie. Pretty crazy.
It's so interesting. I love this movie so much.
Yeah, it's underrated for sure.
The thing about Christopher Nolan movies is they are easy to watch over and over and over again.
Yeah, you miss a lot of things, and every time you watch it, you get more information from it.
And I always think Guy Pearce is Christian Bale.
Yeah.
In this movie.
You do, don't you? Yeah.
I always think Christian Bale.
You really do.
Because he did The Machinist around the same time, right?
Yeah, it was
Christian Bale did.
Psych. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think that was pretty close to the Batman series, so it was around
Machinist couldn't have been close to the Batman
That was the big
series.
transformation. That was like within 8 months, I think he went from Machinist to Batman.
Well, that's not healthy at all.
Not at all. Let me check on that, but I believe those are pretty close to each other.
And a post Matrix Carrie-Anne Moss.
Right, yeah. What happened to her, huh?
Well, she was in, isn't she in... Well, she was in Jessica Jones.
Yeah, and a little bit of...
Iron Fist.
What's her name? Hogarth, I think her name is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Garth Algar.
Machinist, December 2004, which was a little bit before Batman Begins.
Yeah, because he would have filmed that in 2005.
Yeah. I remember the side-by-side. So within 8 months, his body went from this to this and shows him as Bruce Wayne in Batman Begins. Isn't that crazy? That is not good on your body.
Wow. Well, the movie came out in 2004.
Right, yeah.
So, oh, wow, that is crazy. So, Memento from the year 2000. As we're going through the complete works of Christopher Nolan, next is 2005's Batman Begins.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this for a while.
Was that a 5-year gap, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He does that.
Yeah.
Until he started making the Batman movies, and then he would get involved in for it seemed like it was a Batman movie, then another movie, then a Batman movie. But yeah, he'll take these long breaks. Like it's been a while since Interstellar, right? I don't know.
3 or 4 years, man. Yeah.
We'll find out as we get up the list.
That's true, yeah.
Batman Begins was in 2005. And then he gets a credit for the video game because it was based on the movie that he wrote for. And then in 2006, a movie that I'm curious if you've ever seen before.
Never have.
The Prestige.
I always wanted to. I love magic. Never saw The Prestige.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
Every magic trick consists of 3 parts, or acts.
That's it, Cutter? He simply disappears? That's not a trick. But he has to come back. There has to be a
prestige.
Exactly.
I need something impossible.
Nothing is impossible, Mr. Angie.
You're a magician, not a wizard. You've got to get your hands dirty if you're going to achieve the impossible.
You're a wizard, Harry. And now I think this is the first movie when you're starting to see him like work with the same people over and over again.
Right, yeah.
If you've never seen The Prestige, it is really, really good. Christian Bale, Hugh Jackman, Scarlett Johansson, Batman and
Black Widow.
Black Widow are in the same movie.
I think most good directors, the older I get, the more I realize most good directors have their crew of people they like to see.
Right.
I first noticed that with Kevin Smith. Not a good crew of good actors, but he keeps the same people around.
Right.
And the same thing happens with the big directors.
In that clip, you heard mostly Michael Caine.
Right, yeah.
So, you see this kind of like, it's the Nolan cast. And David Bowie is Nikola Tesla in this movie.
Ooh, I didn't know that actually.
Yes.
Real, I've got to see this.
The Prestige is fantastic.
Gotta see it.
There was like 2 magician movies out around that time.
Yeah, I get that one and
The Prestige.
the one with Hugh Jackman, right?
No, Hugh Jackman's in this one.
Oh, the one with Edward Norton. Then
yes,
is Ed Norton in this one?
No,
The Illusionist.
The Illusionist.
There we go.
I've seen them both. I do not remember anything about The Illusionist, but I remember The Prestige.
Really?
And I remember the Nolan twist at the end.
Oh, really?
Oh, there's a big one.
Really?
Yeah, because then it turns out to be like, just like you said at the very beginning of this, you think it's the story about magicians, and then it turns out to be something totally different.
Really?
Yeah, it was really good.
Interesting.
So yeah, if you've never seen, definitely check out the 2006 movie, The Prestige. And then in 2008, The Dark Knight.
Right, yeah.
A little movie called The Dark Knight.
Yeah, we've spoken to that a few times.
And then in 2010, and this is probably, if not my favorite, my second favorite movie of Christopher Nolan's, Inception.
A single idea from the human mind, an idea can transform the world and rewrite all the rules. Which is why I have to steal it.
Never recreate from your memory. Always imagine new places.
He's hiding something, and we need to find out what that is.
This is basically the Batman universe in one movie.
It does feel like it, doesn't
Sans Christian Bale.
It's true, yeah.
Michael Caine, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Tom Hardy, Cillian Murphy. Am I missing anybody? Oh, Ken Watanabe. For a long time, it was Watanabe.
Yeah, Watanabe. Yeah.
And then for some reason, they started changing the pronunciation.
Did they change it? Oh, wow.
I don't think he did. I think
Someone
people
did?
just started saying it differently. Wantambi. All in a Batman movie, and they're all in this movie.
Yeah, it's once again it's recurring cast.
So I assume.
Yeah. It's one of those movies. I was talking to a friend about this a few days ago. This and what we'll talk about later on in his list. Fantastic movies, but I'll only see them once, not because they're bad, but because I don't know. It's such an endeavor to get invested in those, and a fantastic movie. Like if I had to put a list down of not necessarily my favorite movies, but maybe top 25 movies ever. For me, that would make the list for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as the way it's made and the story and the visual effects and just the things that makes your brain do, Inception belongs in like top 25 of all time.
Right.
Really.
And we should specify, because I did this in reverse of what I meant to do.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, the movies that we're going through are the ones that he's written.
Right, yeah.
He directed a lot of these, but these are the movies that he's written.
Yeah.
And I meant to do the directing first and do the writing second, but we're going through.
It's going to be pretty close, though.
But he wrote and directed Inception. And a lot of times he writes with his brother Jonathan, as you said. I agree with that, but I don't know. I do enjoy going back and watching them.
See, I've only seen it once. I mean, I don't know. I think it would lose, for me, some of the magic. I have great memories.
I don't think it loses that. I think you understand it more if you watch it a couple of times. The typical Christopher Nolan.
I wouldn't
like
mind
Memento's that way.
Right.
Like, you get more of the
See,
story.
I've only seen that one once as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interstellar?
I've only seen it once, but I love it so much.
Yeah, it's really
like that to me would be on top 10 movies of all time.
So then Inception is in 2010, and then the next writing credit is 2012's The Dark Knight Rises.
Right. And then
it's
a movie.
He has a writing credit for 2013's Man of Steel.
Didn't know that. I knew he was slightly involved somehow. Didn't know he had some writing credits.
Yeah, because you remember when they announced Man of Steel, it was kind of on the heels of his success of the Batman movies.
And that's so odd because they're so removed. They're a different thing.
Because I think he was a producer on Man of Steel as well.
Yeah, I think that, yeah.
But I don't really think he had much to do with it. I mean, he might have contributed to the story in that way.
Yeah, he's like in an office by himself. What about this, Chris Nolan? Yeah, sure.
Okay, whatever. Is there a paycheck in that?
Yeah, let's do it.
And then in 2014, Interstellar.
Right. Oh, man. Fantastic movie. I need to see this one again.
Yeah.
As much as I say they have magic with just one viewing, this is really, to me, I think one of the top 10 movies of all time. Not saying my favorite, but as far as like just quality and well done, well made, fantastically done.
He brings out the best in Matthew McConaughey.
And like, it's one of those things to the end. You think it's just a space travel story, but when that big... I don't want to say M. Night Shyamalan, because at this point in time, an M. Night Shyamalan twist has that cheesy vibe to it. He has classy twists to it.
Yes.
What Christopher Nolan does. And this one has it better than any other movie I've seen. That big wow reveal. It's like, wow.
Yeah, the whole, like the last quarter of that movie is just on a whole different plane.
Yeah.
Mentally.
Literally.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
And then Dunkirk comes out this weekend.
Yeah, it's time.
Yeah.
And what the appeal to me, or for me, is here, just the very vague and in a very positive way, very shallow advertisements they've had. I mean, for the past 6 to 8 months before this came out, all we saw was a black screen, the sound of a massive bomber plane overhead, and the fade in of the soldiers in the boat as they duck, and the wind, caresses and blows their hats and clothes everywhere, and the plane passes and it goes to black.
Yeah.
And as descriptive as that was, it's even more descriptive in my head, and that's how little I know about it, but that sticks out to me because I've seen it. It's pretty powerful to see what's happening there.
I'm curious to
no
see
clue the story is, but it's interesting.
See Tom Hardy as a World War II pilot.
Yeah. He's pretty awesome.
Tom Hardy's in everything these days,
as he should be. I think he's
Venom.
I think he's one of the best. He's one of those guys. He's the next generation of the what's his name? The one we talked about, the Fifth Element.
Luc Besson?
No, the Commissioner Gordon.
Oh, Gary Oldman.
Yeah, he's to me, he's the next generation of Gary Oldman's coming in. The Daniel Day-Lewis, where they totally transform their body to do what they want. Will you tell me the guy from Dark Knight Rises, from the guy in the other movies he's done? There's just crazy the physical transformation he does. Yeah. Did you see Bronson? Have you seen Bronson?
No, I want to. Or the trailer for it?
No, the movie Bronson with Tom Hardy from 5-6 years ago.
Oh, is it like
a brawler with a big mustache and he's
yeah.
Crazy.
Okay.
Craziness.
For some reason, you said that, and I'm thinking because I know they're like going to do like reboot Death Wish. So when you said that, I pictured Tom Hardy as Charles Bronson in a Death Wish movie.
That would be funny. In due time, that will happen, but not yet. We're not ready for it yet.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go through the list of Christopher Nolan directed movies.
Okay.
Sorry to do that.
Yeah.
That's my mistake. I'm not as prepared as I usually am.
You have a real job now.
Yeah, so Tarantula, Larceny, Doodlebug, Following, Memento, he directed Batman Begins, The Prestige, The Dark Knight, Inception, The Dark Knight Rises. Oh, I'm going through the writer list again. What is wrong with me?
I was like, this is the exact same.
This is the exact same list. Following, Memento, Insomnia. That's the one that we forgot, is the Insomnia movie. In 2002, he directed that, starring Al Pacino, Robin Williams, and Hilary Swank.
Actually, never heard of that or saw it.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's one of those movies with Robin Williams in it, where Robin Williams isn't really playing a Robin Williams character.
Yeah,
yeah, and it's pretty good. It's Al Pacino's good in it too. But what is Al Pacino not good in? Don't answer that question.
I was going to be like,
I know one. I can answer this.
Wait a minute.
Wait. So that's the one we forgot. And then Batman Begins, The Prestige, The Dark Knight, Inception, The Dark Knight Rises, Interstellar. And then he directed a very short documentary. Very short. And by very short, I mean like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
About
the Quay brothers, right?
Yeah, the Quay brothers in their studio.
Yeah. The stop motion guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How long? Does it have the running time on here?
I'm not sure. I've never actually seen it.
It's really short. Oh, I know it's between 5 and 15 minutes.
Wow, that's like a YouTube ad.
Yeah, pretty much. So I'm just still 8 minutes. Sorry, it is an 8-minute documentary.
Wow, I could do that.
Yeah, Christopher Nolan has directed an 8-minute documentary.
Wow.
So okay, the list of lists. What are we doing?
List of lists. It's funny because on TheVerge.com is where it was.
Yeah.
I've lost it because now we're on Vulture.com. Anyways, if you go to TheVerge.com, I think that was the name of it, they have a top 8 list of the best Christopher Nolan lists. And I found one of all top 10 movies. Long story short, the highest ranked list of lists on that website was from Vulture.com. And you want to hear, in their opinion, the top 10 Christopher Nolan movies. You ready for those?
Yeah.
In their opinion, number 10 would be The Following, or just Following. Number 9 would be Insomnia. Understandably so. To be fair, these two are the ones I know least about, and I would think you as well. Number 8 of top 10 Christopher Nolan movies on Vulture.com is The Dark Knight Rises. Do you think that belongs to be, or deserves to be so low?
Yes.
I haven't looked at this list, so I'm going along with you here in real time.
Okay, yes.
Number 7 is Batman Begins. Does that belong to be so, or deserve to be so low?
Yes.
Number 6 is Memento.
I agree so far.
Number 5 is Inception.
Okay.
This is where it gets interesting to me. Number 4 is Interstellar.
I liked Interstellar.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to argue against that placement on the list.
This is interesting. Number 3, The Prestige. Putting
I
that
love that movie.
above Interstellar and Inception, though? Really? Like that much of an impact?
I probably wouldn't put it on my list. I probably wouldn't put it above Inception.
Yeah. What about number 2? Of course. Well, not of course, but is The Dark Knight.
So that leaves.
Your next question is, what is number 1? I'll give you the description first. Perhaps the culmination of Nolan's various experiments in editing and structure is the following of an astonishing war movie. Number 1 is Dunkirk.
Which I don't know. I haven't seen it.
It's not even out yet. That's crazy to me.
The critics have seen it.
Yeah, but that's still pretty fresh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, maybe Inception was a little low.
Yeah, I think it deserves higher than that.
Yeah, I might flip-flop Inception and The Prestige.
So keep Interstellar below Inception, though? You would do that?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I really liked that movie.
Yeah.
I thought it was really good.
Mm-hmm.
And both of those movies are kind of mind-bending. And the effects that they did in Inception are so good.
Yeah.
They're so good that everybody steals them and uses them in their movies.
Right,
now.
yeah.
So.
But yeah, number 1 on this list, apparently the number 1 top Christopher Nolan movies list, Vulture.com, number 1 has Dunkirk.
What's the least ranked list on the list?
That's a good question. I'd have to go back and find that.
Oh, sorry.
That's all good.
But our list was the complete works.
Right, yeah, it was.
Via Internet Movie Database.
Yeah. That was the official, the real deal. So your favorite movie of his is Inception to this day. Is that what you're saying?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The number 8, and this is the top 8 list of his top movie lists. The number 8 of his top was from FlavorWire.com.
What was the list?
It's in slideshow format, so it gives me a warning.
Oh.
If you go on, TheVerge.com is a fantastic site to get news and information from.
Inception The Dark Knight or Interstellar. One of those three is my favorite.
Yeah.
But The Prestige is pretty close.
Wow, I'm not going to see
Hugh
that.
Jackman is great in that movie.
Harry Styles, I'm so excited, has his first actual acting role in Dunkirk. Isn't that exciting?
That is exciting. Ed Sheeran made his appearance on Game of Thrones
I
last
saw
week.
that. A lot of people were pissed off about that.
Internet. What did the internet hate more? The announcement of the new Doctor?
Yeah.
On Doctor Who?
Right.
Which, by the way, they went against everything they did it. Everything we didn't think they would do.
Yeah.
Like, we thought they'd play it safe and announce, like, a young guy.
Yeah.
And try to go back to the glory days of Doctor Who. They didn't.
Yeah.
They're like, we don't care. We're Doctor Who.
Right.
The Doctor's a woman. No, boo.
What is this? Which I've never understood.
Why did you marry Jane the Doctor?
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'm curious what kind of... So they have a male companion?
I don't know. Because what happens when she runs into River Song? It's Doctor Who.
That companion partnership is never... well, it is sometimes. It's never so sexual, but it's not meant to be. It just kind of happens sometimes.
Right.
But if they... it is totally swapping it out. They could have a female companion with a female doctor and have a sexual... it could happen.
It's possible.
Yeah. If that happens, the place will go nuts.
The companion was a lesbian this year.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. That makes sense.
Bill was gay.
Really?
Yeah. And if you're a Doctor Who fan...
Wait, Bill was a girl?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I'm really confused right now.
This last season of Doctor Who is one of my favorite seasons of all time.
Really?
Every episode was fantastic.
Really?
There was no down episode that entire season.
Wow.
Yep.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I listened... Wow.
It was Peter Capaldi's best season.
Uh-huh.
And every episode was great.
Wow.
What, you were listening to somebody who didn't like it?
Yeah, a different... Yeah, wow. Yeah, they said, well, this... Not just the season in general, but this doctor was the worst doctor ever. That's what I've heard. I don't know. I don't watch, don't listen. I just know what I hear from people.
But as far as like the backlash, if you're a Doctor Who fan and you never recognize the progressive themes in the show, then you were missing the point the entire time. If you're a true Doctor Who fan, this should be a natural course for the show to take. And I don't think it's really the fans that are outraged. I think it's just people that want to. I think it's just internet trolls.
Yeah, probably so.
But I do think the fans were really outraged on Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that was odd. People were denouncing Ed Sheeran. I saw so many people on Facebook. Who is this guy? I've never even heard of him. Okay. Like the highest selling guy right now in the past 5 years. You haven't heard of him? Okay. That's fun to be cool, but let's just admit you don't like him. I don't know why they got so mad about that.
I didn't see it. I don't watch Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I saw the screenshot of it, but why do people... I don't understand that.
I don't know.
What's the hate for that?
Maybe because it brought a little too much Hollywood into Game of Thrones.
Are they aware that, it's all kind of intermingling there?
I don't know. Maybe you think.
I don't know. One of their, from seasons ago, kind of a main character is now almost a main character in Star Wars, one of the biggest franchises of all time. Is that not a problem that you don't watch that and takes you out of it? Yeah. Hey, it's Phasma. It's not her.
Yeah.
It's not Brienne of Tarth.
When's Jon Snow going to branch out and do his own thing?
You love that? Is that the one character?
That's the one character I know. Oh, no, wait.
Oh.
I also know the Queen of Dragons.
Do you know her name, though?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Esla?
I think you're thinking Frozen with Elsa.
Elsa. Kelsey. Karina.
Oh, you're getting very close. Do you want her dragon mother name or her actual name?
Matilda.
Matilda? You're not going to get it. Do you want birth name or dragon mother name?
Clarissa. Clarissa explains it all.
That's pretty close, actually.
It's right on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Khaleesi is the name.
Khaleesi!
And that's her dragon, but you want her actual name, Daenerys Targaryen, is her actual birth name, but she becomes Khaleesi.
But isn't she Jon Snow's sister? And now they're in love, and they're going to have children?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I think that's way off.
I don't know. Here's how I look at it.
She had a brother that died by molten liquid, kind of molded down his throat.
Game of Thrones is just adult cinema for people who don't want to admit they're watching adult cinema.
I think people that say that about any show are just not fans of it, and they want to throw that around. I'm trying to get my wife to watch True Blood. She calls it vampire porn. I'm like, last week
I kind of felt the same way about True Blood.
Coming straight off of a fresh 50 Shades Darker viewing, I can tell you that's much, 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 much rougher. They use no toys in True Blood.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did this whole, since we recorded last, I finished the whole Twilight Saga.
We're going to talk about that on Tuesday.
In like 5 nights, I've watched 5 Twilight movies. Can I tell you that?
Come back Tuesday.
And I'll stand by.
I promise you we're going to start the show talking about Twilight.
They're so good.
No, they're not.
I watched the last one last night. I'll stand by that. That's a fantastic movie. I'll say it right now. I loved it.
And you're wrong. You're wrong in your opinion.
Great twist. Great plot twist. I'm serious.
It's a Nolan-esque twist.
I raised up out of my couch like, wow.
Who would have thought he would have turned her into a vampire to save her?
It's deeper.
I didn't see it coming.
It's not that. That happens in the next to last movie.
Check us out online, adamandjp.com.
Check out patreon.com/podcastroll and on Twitter at adamandjp, of course.
I'm Jay Patrick. That's Adam.
Eat your podcast roll.
This has been a broadcast of the ESO Network, your station for all things geek. Classic, current, and beyond. Be part of the crew at esonetwork.com.
This has been a production of the Adam and JP family of on-demand talk radio.
AdamandJP.com.
Right now.